To talk about Memento design pattern. The Memento design pattern is implemented with three objects: the originator, a caretaker, and a memento. The originator is some object that has an internal state. Caretaker is going to do something to the originator, but wants to be able to undo the changes. The caretaker first asks the originator for a memento object. This pattern is used to restore state of an object to a previous state. This falls under behavioral pattern category. Let's take an example where we will have three objects: caretaker, memento, and originator. And originator will have a state with getters and setter methods, and it will have two methods to save the state of the memento and get the state of the memento. Similarly, we will have a memento object that will have state and get state method. Caretaker will have list of all the memento objects, and we will have two methods, one to get the memento of a particular object and add a memento object to the list. And we'll have a memento test that will be used to test this concept. Let's build this example and see how it works. Let's go ahead and open our Visual Studio Code and create our memento class. New file, memento.java. This is a public class. Let's create private string state, and let's create a constructor, memento string state, and we will set this dot state equals state, and we will have public string get state that will return state. And the next one would be originator .java. Let's create private string state that will have both getters and setter methods. Let's generate a setter and getter method. And let's create the other two methods. Public, the return type would be memento, and save state to memento. State to memento. That will return new memento with state. Let's create void get state from memento. We would pass memento object. Here we would say state equals memento dot get state. So we have created originator. Let's create a caretaker. Caretaker.java. This will have a list of mementos. Mementos equals new array list that will have mementos. Let's create an add method, public add memento and mementos.add memento. So we are adding, this is a void method. Now let's go ahead and create a getter method, public, which will return a memento, get index, return mementos dot get index. Now we will go ahead and create our final class called Memento test.java. That will have our main method. Let's create our originator. Originator equals new originator. And let's create a caretaker equals new caretaker. Let's set the state. Set state 01. Let's go ahead and create one more originator. Or set state 02. Originator. Now let us add this to caretaker using caretaker dot add originator dot save state to Memento. Let's create one more state using this object as 3. And again, we will use the same caretaker dot add originator save to Memento. Let's create one more state to 4. And now let's print the current state. Out dot println current state plus originator dot get state. This will get our current state. Let's use originator dot get state from Memento, and we would pass caretaker dot get 0, the first object state. Let's print system.out.println first state would be originator dot get 1, not the originator, caretaker dot get 1, first state. And let's print, let's use one more time the second state. Let's print this as second state caretaker. First one would be 0 because the array starts with 0, and then we would get this would be originator dot get state. Originator dot get state, same thing. Here it would be 1. Now if you see here, we are changing the state, setting the state a couple of times and saving the state to Memento and retrieving those, checking the current state after setting these values. And again, we are getting the first get state after setting this and the second state. Let's go ahead and compile all the files within this directory. It has compiled everything. Let's go ahead and run our main method Memento test and see what would it print. So first, After setting all these states, when we requested for the originator.current state, it has printed as state 4, as this is the last state that we have set. Next, when we ask for get 0th, then it is taking, because we haven't saved the state, it is taking this as the first one, and it is printing originator get state as the state 02. Similarly, the second state would be state 3, as we are using save to Memento. If we don't use this, then it would be state 4. This is a simple example of Memento design pattern. Hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching.